Hi, hello, welcome back. Hi, hello. In my self-esteem group, we're talking about taking our weaknesses and turning them into strengths. And I get that for the most part, but on the other hand, I see my weaknesses in two basic categories where I'm not good at being social. I would much rather be in my own little comfort zone. I'm not really agoraphobic, but I definitely would much rather be at home, be my little comfort zone bubble. I don't have very many friends. The friends I do have, I'm not very good at reaching out to them, talking to them. I get panic attacks going out in public. I hate going to the grocery store. It makes me anxious. That whole thing there, social. And yeah, I could work on that. I could work on being more social. I could work on being more communicative with friends and family. But I don't know that I really want to change that. Yes, it can be a hindrance sometimes. Yes, it can be an obnoxious thing to deal with at times, you know. But I don't see myself changing in that area really anytime soon. I'm okay with being introverted, you know, on the scale of introversion between like shy to almost agoraphobic. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with preferring to be on my own. I'm okay with, you know, as long as my friends stay my friends, God bless them. I'm actually okay with that. And I'm getting better with going to the grocery store. I'm getting better with not having Spirit with me. I think I will get a service dog again when my dear little Spirit does pass on. The other weakness is within myself, of negative self-talk, of having an internal critic and judging myself harshly. Oh yeah, the dissociation feeling, not feeling comfortable in this meat suit, having problems with myself. There again too, it's like I don't see that changing really. I think I will always be self-critical, but I know that I could be a happier person in that regard. I know that I could learn to love myself, as fruity as that sounds. I know there's an aspect in there of truth. I know that there's something in there, a little nugget of accepting myself. And I have an example. I have a case in point. I have an example of owning my quirks, of owning my identity, of owning it, accepting it, and living it. So this, I think, is an example of me turning my strength, I keep saying it backwards, turning my weakness into a strength. My weakness of not being comfortable with my sexuality, my weakness of judging myself for it, my weakness of feeling like I'm all alone. And I know I'm not all alone in the LGBTQ world, obviously, but within my circle of friends and family, of feeling all alone and just not really wrong or judged, but just separate, different, whatever, you know, don't have anyone that literally feels the same way that I do. And so feeling just at odds, you know. And so for my bachelorette party, I was feeling kind of a little bit of like depression there, and worry that I was going to feel resentment, because of course everything is going to be penis related. My friends know my sense of humor, my sense of vulgarity, that there's going to be, yeah, I want penis everything, penis decorations, a penis shaped cake, yeah, just everything penis you can think of. And they're okay with that, and they know that, and yeah, so bring on the penises. But a little part of me feels like, oh, well, I would kind of like, hi train, I would kind of like the other part too, you know? Like, yes, I am marrying a man, but, you know, it's same penis forever, but that also means, you know, no vagina forever. Pardon my language, I'm going to be a little vulgar here. It is not vulgar to use the correct terminology. Sorry, I keep having to take deep breaths. Like, yeah, I'm a little nervous. So, I told two people at least. I haven't told others yet. The other bridesmaids yet. Other people of the bachelor party. Anyways, that yes, I want a penis-shaped cake, or I really love, the current idea I love the most is a unicorn cake. You know how they, like, the cake where it is like unicorn face thing and there's a horn? I've seen them where either on accident or on purpose the horn looks like a penis. I love that so much. I think that's really funny, but I will leave it up to them. I want them to, I'm putting it on them, surprise me with that. But I have also requested a vagina cupcake. That is my little own cupcake, my little own cupcake to have. That is for me, my special thingy. And so that I can honor that side of myself, I feel like that part is fulfilled, you know, without having to affect the rest of the party. You know, obviously I'm not going to have like a female stripper. I'm not going to have any stripper at all. They're all straight, so it wouldn't be fair if, like, oh, well, we have to have vagina or boob decorations too. Like, I don't want to do that. I don't want it to be weird. But I also still want to honor the fact of there's other flavors. there's other parts of me that need to be acknowledged too and satisfied. So this is very embarrassing, very difficult for me to say, and I still haven't even told the rest of the people in attendance. But I am proud of myself for coming up with this. I am proud of myself for saying it. I'm proud of myself for honoring it, that, god damn it, I want a vagina cupcake. And then I found pictures, and I found ones that are actually really cute, really pretty with glitter and stuff. I think it's going to be really funny. I know that sounds silly, like it's just a cupcake, but for me personally, it's owning that and being okay with that and not feeling like I am alone and I have to shove that part of me aside. And like whenever, like, all of the girls in this household love Ash Nico. But when they play Slumber Party, I have to do some mental gymnastics to, you know, say, like, it's just a song. There's no ill intent. It's just a song. It's a good song. I love Ash Nico. But the associations I have with it, I have to put them aside. I basically had, it wasn't a slumber party precisely, but I basically had an Ash Nico slumber party type experience, or Katy Perry, I Kissed a Girl, I can't listen to that song either, experience. And I was used, I was lied to, I went into it with a certain intent, and the other person did not reciprocate. But I didn't know this until after. Basically, I had actual feelings. I went into it with actual, like, a little more serious intent, and I come to find out that they did not, and it was just more of like an experiment for them, and even more so because it was a turn on for their boyfriend. So they were doing something to show off, basically, to please someone else, to be a stereotype. And I didn't know this until after, and so I did not appreciate their lies and being used like that. Yeah, that's what I'll say on it. So when I hear slumber party, I just think of, wouldn't it be nice if that's how it happened? Or I have to wonder, the person in that song that is not Ash Nico, how do they actually feel? What are their actual feelings towards this? What is actually going on? You know, it's just a song. I should just let it go and let it. But I can't, because it hits too hard. It hits too close to home. But I can't talk to anyone about it here. Not really. I can talk to my fiance about mostly anything. When you're the only one around you that has experiences, and I'm not talking about just only, I'm bi, okay? I'm surrounded by straight people. But I'm the only one and around me, as far as I know, and it could be different, but that have had experiences that I have had with certain bad people that have kind of fucked me up in certain ways. And all of these kind of things, and I don't have anyone close to me. Yes, I can talk to a therapist. Yes, I could go to groups, but I don't have anyone close to me that I can confide in that has had any kind of similar experiences. So that was a long drawn out thing, but basically me deciding to do this cupcake is for once a declaration of, I am this way, this is a part of me, this is a part of my identity, this is who I am. I'm going to shout it from the rooftops and be proud of it. And it's and why it's going to be a cupcake is it's for me, it's mine only, I'm the only one that gets to eat it, because this is me. this is who I am, this is my special thing, and I'm proud of it. I'm the only one around me that has had multiple kinds of experiences. Being an alcoholic, being a self-harmer. I at least can check off the boxes for like bipolar. I do not have OCD, so that's something that other people in my family can say that they go through, and I cannot commiserate. Another thing with the whole like turning weaknesses into strength, I think I don't necessarily have to change myself. I think a weakness to strength is accepting the way I am, is accepting that I have certain triggers, that I have certain issues, that I have had the past that I have had, and that it was not my fault, and just accepting the quirks that I am. And it's this whole, it reminds me a lot of Sheldon from Big Bang Theory. As far as I know, I actually haven't seen the whole show, just some episodes, but as far as I know, he's never diagnosed with anything in particular or has any adverse experiences, but he definitely has a very set way of doing things and set opinions on things, and just he has a set order to his little universe. And the people around him may get exasperated at times, but they mostly just go with it. And they accept his limitations, and he accepts his own limitations. A good example is when, I don't remember what episode it is, but it starts with them trying to figure out what movie theater to go to, and they have a big whiteboard and they have it all drawn out, and like, this one starts at this time, but it's not near a Sheldon Improved restaurant, but this one doesn't have good sound, whatever. And finally they say, like, okay, well, the only solution is bye, Sheldon. And the three of them leave, and Sheldon is like, oh, well, yep, they're right. That was the only solution. And yeah, it's kind of sad, like, whoa, what the frick? You're just gonna leave your friend? They're just gonna give up? But I think it's important that sometimes that's just how things work. Sometimes you can't do anything about it, your own limitations. Sometimes it's just better to accept them and move on, and know that there will be better opportunities later on to fit in, or maybe an opportunity to change things. But otherwise, sometimes you just, oh well, have to roll with it. And I honor that he does that. He just, okay, whatever, fine. But there are other times where he does try to get out of his comfort zone. Giving someone a hug, that's one that he does. And you can tell he hates it, like he's shaking and he's turning his face away. But he still tries. So it's knowing when to try and when to just accept it. And I think that's where I'm at, of knowing when to accept, okay, this is the lot that life has handed me, and I have to roll with it. Or, you know, I don't need to give up just yet. There's other avenues. I don't remember, there's a comedian who said this. I don't remember who or where I got this even, but I got it from someone, but I don't know who. You know the phrase of when life gives you when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. Well, why does it have to be lemonade? Why can't you appreciate that lemon for the lemon? Lemons are pretty on their own, and they're good for you. You know, you squeeze lemon juice into water, and that's really good for you, and they have a pleasing flavor all on their own. And there's so many different things that you can do with lemons besides just lemonade. You can do, you know, squeeze it on food, and even clean with lemon juice. And there's so many uses for just a lemon itself than forcing it, changing it to be lemonade. So I like that. I like that a lot. Of, okay, something bad happens. It doesn't mean you absolutely have to struggle to try to find that silver lining. Sometimes you just roll with it and, you know, learn to move on. Just, okay, this is what it is. Or finding, you know, if lemonade is your automatic response, finding a different response. If something happens and you would have reacted in a particular way, well, maybe there's a different way you could react. Or sometimes it's just admiring the lemon for the lemon. Sometimes it's just life happens the way it is, and instead of freaking out, panicking, trying to change it, judging yourself, just, that's life. And know that eventually, you know, a different lemon will come along, or an orange, or an apple, or whatever. Okay. I think that's all for my Mija's musings for today. Thanks for watching. Love you. Bye. Mwah.